and we are live. So, welcome everyone. As our president has not been able to join, I will be officiating as the VP Education. So, first of all, we welcome once again, and we have a couple of people who are new or relatively new. It is our honor and privilege to welcome our area director, Toastmaster Irfan Qureshi, uh, and our newest member, Toastmaster Nematullah from Quetta, and our new member, Toastmaster Wajid Ahmed. So we take each of your introduction in due course. But before that, let me introduce Toastmasters is a worldwide organization headquartered in Colorado, USA. Its sole purpose is to enhance the communication and leadership skills of its members, and it does that through its educational program called Pathways, and also through its rules and protocols and parliamentary procedures under which all the Toastmasters meetings are run. Toastmasters also issues guidelines and protocols addressing specific areas. For example, there's a club leadership handbook, there's a speech contest rule book, and various such documents, and all of that count towards establishing the rules and regulations on how to run a Toastmasters meeting. So, before introductions, a couple of business items. We did not have a meeting last week, but before that, we had a meeting, and before that, in fact, shortly after that, our WhatsApp account was hacked. And in fact, it was not our WhatsApp account which was hacked. Someone actually took over the identity of one of our members and they used it to infiltrate and hack the WhatsApp account. So now that has been safely locked away, and we have shifted to a new WhatsApp group. I sincerely thank the members for their patience during the transition, because suddenly when you're locked out of a group and seeing weird messages, uh, it is very customary to be disturbed. Um, so our first meeting during Ramadan was themed as survival, and our wait, just give me a second. Let me just yeah. Our best prepared speaker was Toastmaster Latif Mansoor. Our best evaluator, uh, I don't recall who evaluated him because he is the best evaluator. Our best big four was our debutant table topics master, who did the role in a spectacular fashion, Toastmaster Tariq Sumro. Congratulations to him. So now I will ask our area director, Toastmaster Irfan Qureshi, although everyone's pretty much familiar with you, but still, we would like you to introduce yourself.
Thank
Irfan?
you. Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Talab bin Hamid. It's a great honor and privilege once again to joining KTC meeting, and whenever we are coming here. Yes. So thank you very much, DTM Talab bin Hamid. It's a great honor and pleasure for a Toastmaster and distinguished guest. My name is Irfan Qureshi. I'm joining KTC meeting. It's always pleasure to listen my mentor when I started my journey in Toastmaster, the DTM Talab bin Hamid, DTM Irfan Farooqi, and Mr. Asghar Ramzan. Always they help me in the new chapter of Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Irfan, for joining us once again. We have our newest member, Toastmaster Nematullah. He belongs to Quetta. Toastmaster Nematullah, please introduce yourself, and we would certainly like to see you.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Walaikum Salam.
Sir, my name is Nematullah. I live in Quetta, Balochistan. I completed my BS in mathematics in 2023 from BUTEM University. Sir, the only reason to join this club is to build my confidence and remove fear of public people. सर मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है सर?
Yes, yes, yes. We can hear you. बिल्कुल आ रही है. Okay. I think there's a bit of a connectivity issue, so we were experiencing some trouble in between. But thank you for joining Toastmaster Namatullah, and we sincerely. I would have said that we are the first but I think it is our collective job to ensure that you have a spectacular journey. We are not here for prayers and wishes, we are here for action. So, inshallah, we will make sure collectively that you get what you need from Toastmasters and you become a valuable part of the community. We have Mr. Javed Siddiqui. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alaikum.
My name is Javed Siddiqui. I'm in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Basically, I'm from India. So I'm part of Toastmaster. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm in my office whenever I got chance, and if I got invitation from this club especially, then I love to hear because some members like you and Mr. Irfan, like wonderful thought process. So it's really great for me.
Thank you, Javed Sir. I think you've joined us previously as well.
Yes,
After
yes,
listening to you, I'm recalling that.
yes, yes.
Thank you so much for joining. It's an honor, sir. And of
Thank
course,
you.
I welcome all of our honored members. Of course, DTM Irfan Faruqi is our division director. Ordinarily, we would have introduced him separately with VIP protocol as well, but he's a member, so he doesn't get an introduction. so So, thank you everyone for joining. And one last piece of business before I finally hand over the charge to Toastmaster of the day, and that is that we received a request of consent for realignment. And as we all know, District 122 is being merged with District 104 starting from July 1, and these two areas are thousands of miles apart from each other. So, of course, this experiment is expected to succeed spectacularly, as have all such experiments in the past. So, as a part of realignment, Karachi Toastmasters Club came under Area 1. Now that has been redesignated as Area 101. Other than that, there is no change. The rest of the clubs, Quantum Leap and Toastmasters at EFU Life, remain with Karachi Toastmasters Club in the same area. So the executive committee consented to this change, and that consent has been communicated to the realignment committee. So with that, now finally, after testing his patience for 15 minutes, I am finally ready to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Asghar Ramzan, and we'll see the patience, the link between patience and Ramzan. Over to you.
Just wanted to confirm one thing, Talha. What area have you mentioned? New area
Area
number?
Area 101.
Thank you.
I know it's weird. I don't know. Area numbers went into the hundreds, but in Division B, the areas are coming as Area 101, 102, 103, and 110. So
I
perhaps
think
that's some new.
for Pakistan clubs, they are saying 100 plus number, so that it is clear
Okay,
that it is Pakistan.
okay. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. Thank you for that, sir. Thank you. I was wondering, but now I think we are all pretty clear. So, thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Mr. President. Um, Dear Toastmasters, I'm Toastmaster Asghar Ramzan. I know it's a bit late because we are in the middle of Ramzan, and it should have been in the first day of the Ramzan. I should have come in the first day of Ramzan with this topic and as TM Modi. I can vividly recall being Toastmaster of the day in the last Ramzan. And I also remembered starting the session with my own name, Asghar Ramzan. And I explained it very clearly that there are certain cultures where people take name from the months like Rajab, Shaban, Ramzan, and we also have a name on weekdays. Shambe, Dushambe, Seshambe, Charshambe, Pashambe, and even I have a friend whose father name is Eid Mamat. So this is something that you all have to live with. Um, the second, now I would like come to the patients. If you are able to have patience and can bear my surname, I definitely hope that you know the philosophy behind this Ramzan and this patience. It's all about spiritual growth, which is patience. It is about self-discipline, which is patience. It is about empathy, compassion, resilience. It is all about patience or linked to the patience somehow. But I have a friend who usually do not keep fast. This Ramzan, he is fasting. The logic he is giving a sort of pervert satisfaction. He said that Ramzan is the only month when I have a date every evening. So this is something really amazing for me because he actually has a date every evening. Uh, I still have another friend. This second one friend has a very strange logic, which resonates with me. The birthday of his mother-in-law falls in Ramzan for the last of 8 months. She passed away last week. Now, this is also somehow can be connected with the philosophy of the patients, but I will come this philosophy shortly when after the prepared speech of Irfan Farooqi. Without further ado, I would like to go the first speech of Irfan Farooqui. Today, Irfan
Sorry,
Farooqui.
role players, role players.
Do we have a role player?
Yes, we do.
Okay, yes, we have. Grammarian report. We have a grammarian. DTM Tala,
Yes,
you are the
yes,
grammarian.
yes. So, everyone, welcome once again, and I'll be the grammarian for today's meeting. Uh, as a grammarian, I'd be looking out for good usage of language and also grammatical errors. But whenever I point out grammatical errors, it will also be my obligation to point out corrections. Also, it is my duty to assign the word of the day, and word of the day today is hoi polloi. The word of the day is hoi polloi, and it just means people technically, but usually it is used to indicate uh, it is a patronizing word for common people. In Urdu, uh, it would be awam. In Punjabi, it would be kammi kameen. So you can. It is kind of derogatory, and if I were to use it in a sentence, it would be that it was a gathering meant for the elite, and we felt like hoi polloi in that. Or while the elite dined in the private lounge, the hoi polloi crowded into the main hall, eager for a glimpse of the celebrity guest. If you have seen the movie Titanic, Kate Winslet was the elite and the hero was the hoi polloi. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day, and I'm also the timer. So
Okay, so we have only two role holder right now,
yes,
right? So
and
now,
master and joke master too, Toastmaster Ibaris.
okay, so Eba Rais Khan, if she is around, we can invite her as joke master. I think she is
Yes,
not.
she is there.
Okay,
Yes.
fellow Toastmasters. Um, what did Michael Jackson? What? Sorry, what did Michael call his denim store?
Sorry, what
What
did
did Michael Jackson call his denim store?
Billie
What did
Jeans?
Michael Jackson call his denim store?
Billie Jeans.
Yes, Billie Jeans. And this last one. My doctor's diagnosis was that I have high blood pressure. My doctor's diagnosis was that I have high blood pressure. I took the diagnosis with a grain of salt. I took the diagnosis with a grain of salt. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sometimes it's really difficult to discern what Eba Rais Khan is saying, but the second one was very much interesting, and I immediately grasped on it. Now, come to the first speaker. I think DTM Irfan Faruqi, you are our only speaker today. You will be speaking, or you are supposed to speak from the Visionary Communication Level 3. Power of Small Movements evaluator is Wase Ahmed. Wase, can you introduce the objective of his speech? Please unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster of the day. The details that has been given to me is that it's a 15 minutes educational speech from level 3 pathway visual communication, and the speech title is The Power of Small Moments. So that's it. And
All to you, DTM Irfan Faruqi.
DTM Irfan Faruqi of the stage.
Just one explanation before starting the meeting. In the new curriculum setup, there are certain additional speeches, and this is one of those speeches. And I don't know why it is so. There is an evaluation form, but that evaluation form is not printable. It is just an evaluation form. So I had copied that, turned into a Word document, and have shared it because I've shared the content, what that says. So that is how it is. And normally speaking, it is not a keynote speech. It is that educational speech. One can consider
Yes.
it as a keynote or as a regular speech. So I'm
Yeah.
delivering it as a 10 to 15 minutes regular speech.
Sure.
And the timings will be time, I
Then,
would request time at the same 10, 12, 30, and 15.
sure.
Right. The power of small movement. Good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters. Let me start with a simple situation. Imagine a hybrid Toastmaster meeting. The room is active, members are greeting each other, the agenda is moving quickly, as is done by our Toastmaster Asghar Sahab. And the Toastmaster of the day is focused on keeping everything on time. Meanwhile, guest joins the meeting online. Their microphone is muted, their camera is off. Nobody notices. The Toastmaster of the day thinks, I will welcome the guest at the end of the session. But halfway through the meeting, the guest quietly leaves. Not because the meeting was bad, not because speeches were bad, but because the guest did not feel noticed, or probably a hoi polloi. The small moment reminds of something very important. The success of a Toastmasters Club is not only about speeches or agenda, It is about club climate. Club climate is the atmosphere people experience the meeting they are attending and the moment they enter into a meeting room. Sometimes it is shaped by very small actions. Let me share another example. A new member is giving her first icebreaker speech. She's nervous. Her hands are shaking slightly. Halfway through the speech, she forgets what she has planned to say. There is a pause. Now imagine two possible responses. In the first scenario, the audience look down at their notes on their desks, in their laps, waiting for the speaker to recover. In the second scenario, members nod, smile, and offer encouragement and encouraging eye contact with the speaker. Sometimes they clap, soundless clap. The speaker remembers her speech and continues. What is the change between the two situations? In this second situation, speech is the same, but environment is different. Climate is different. This changed environment is club climate. The difference between two setups is the difference of club climate. A strong club climate is usually built on three simple pillars, and they are respect, encouragement, and participation. But instead of defining them, let me show you what they look like in real practice. The first pillar is respect. In a well-functioning club, respect appears in small moments. For example, when an evaluator begins by recognizing the courage it takes to speak, the first point of the evaluator is giving an encouragement speech, encouragement sentence saying, it is difficult to come onto the stage. I appreciate for that. Or when a member silences their phones, all participants, when they silence their phone and listen attentively to each speaker. Not that one speaker is heard properly, for the other you open the mobile phone, you start looking into your notes. Once I visited a club that had a simple habit. After each speech, members would spend a few seconds properly applauding, not just politely, but enthusiastically. That small gesture created an environment where speaker feels appreciated. And appreciation builds confidence. The second pillar is encouragement. Encouragement can transfer a member's journey into from a beginner into an experience. A transformation can take place through encouragement. I once saw a member who struggled with confidence. In the first few meetings, he spoke very softly and avoided eye contact. But something interesting happened. After each speech, members would approach him and say words like, I like your story. Your message was very clear. You have improved from your last time. The comments were small, but they were consistent. 6 months later, the same member delivered a speech with strong eye contact and a confident voice. Some clubs give a standing ovation to the icebreaker speech. I have witnessed many clubs where they practice it. The third pillar is participation. Let me share one more example. In some clubs, a few experienced members handle almost all of the meeting roles. But in healthy clubs, where climate is different, newer members are invited to participate early. Perhaps someone who joined just 2 weeks ago is invited to be the timer or the counter. It's a simple role, but something important happens. The member moves from being a visitor to becoming part of the team. Participation creates ownership, and ownership strengthens the club. What all these examples show is that club climate does not appear automatically. It is created through every action. Welcoming a guest when they join online, encouraging a nervous speaker, inviting new members to take small roles. Each action may seem small, but together they shape the culture of the club. I have attended so many meetings where, as the program starts, the management is looking for the people to perform the roles. So who is available? The Toastmaster of the day or general evaluator looking at the present people. Sir, will you take the role of evaluator? Sir, will you take the role of timer? What impression it gives to any newcomer? What club climate it appears? And I have been to those clubs where I repeatedly mention those clubs, where roles are advanced booked for at least 1 month. And I have seen that Toastmaster of the day, a month ago, Toastmaster of the day is allotted. On that day's meeting, X will be the Toastmaster of the day. And what does he do or she does? They constantly follow all those speakers, all those evaluators, regularly talk with them. On Tuesday evening, they have a planned meeting, preparation meeting. On Thursday, again, they have a meeting. Saturday is their final meeting day. So people get an opportunity to ask for questions, to clarify their ambiguities. But in that club, nobody is asking, please take a role. I have seen the meetings where a new member, physical meetings, a new member arrives at the door, looks around the room, some people smile, encourage him to take a seat, and that's all. And that nobody is telling the guest how this meeting is run. What are the parts of the meeting? And he is looking very strangely. One person is coming on the stage, going back, another is coming. He's calling him, he's calling him, he's calling him. What is this going on? Nobody explains a new member. And new member feels forgotten and forbidden, and he feels a stranger in that room. The club culture where everyone is welcomed. Club culture where each member is given an opportunity to take roles, where a small effort is recognized, where a person who finishes a pathway receives a big applause from the audience. receives a certification of appreciation or a pin or a ribbon, completed one pathway, very good. That gives encouragement not only to the person who has completed it, but it gives encouragement to the rest of the people. I should also complete my pathway faster and quicker. All those encouragements, all those welcomes, they are the part of a club which is considered as a good club. A club where encouragement is there is considered a club which has a good culture. Dear fellow Toastmasters, let me end this speech with this thought. At the end of a meeting, member may not remember every speech, but they will remember how they felt about that meeting. The impression of the meeting will remain with them. Did they feel welcomed? Did they feel supported? Did they feel encouraged to return again and again? Dear friends, when the answer is yes, we know we have created the best possible club climate. And when the club climate is right, something wonderful happens. People grow, not only as speakers, but as leaders, as Toastmasters. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, DTM Irfan Faruqi, talking about club climate, respect, encouragement, and participation. Uh, I totally agree with you. Not only agree, but I promise you to start the pathway that you have just introduced to us, how to treat with other people. Phrasing is not enough. We must treat them the way they like. That was our first speaker. But let me, going to the second stage, I would like to talk something about Ramzan. By the middle of the Ramzan, we somehow realize that the month is going too fast. It is not because we are fasting, remember. It is because we somehow entered into a new normal situation. For example, by the 15th day of Ramzan, we became sort of habitual of watching Ramzan transmission. Now, people have their opinion about these transmission. I have heard people saying that these are the non-serious transmissions and they are glamorized and they are in fact insulting the month of Ramzan. There is no educational content to me in these programs. But I have another opinion. I think they, in their own unique way, also teach us patience, that we connected it with the Ramzan. Patience, not saying something bad about them. Patience, tolerating thing among us. Patience, if some nasty person is watching them and sitting inside our home as a part of our family member, this is also a sort of sabr that we are testing ourselves in this month. But before coming to the third aspect of Ramzan, I would like to uh, invite Imran Rana for our second session, that is table topic session. Table topic master is Imran Rana. Eh, is he available around, Imran? Okay.
Yes,
Imran Rana, thank you joining us. We are in the Ramzan transmission. I mean, in the in the Toastmaster Club in the middle of the Ramzan, and this is our second session in the Ramzan. We are in the middle of our meeting. We have just finished prepared speakers session. Now we are in the table topic session. You are today the table topic master of the day. So over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramzan. I hope I'm audible. Okay, so I'm sure I'm audible, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you so much, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Uh, Table topic session is one of the amazing session of Toastmasters meeting where we learn how to think on our feet and also learn to organize our thoughts within a twinkle of a time. So it goes like uh, I will be providing us. I will be you will be provided a topic and you will have to speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. And timings are at 1 minute. The minimum qualification is 1 minute. The qualification is 1 minute to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. At 1 minute green, 1.5 yellow, and at 2 minutes red. And after red, you will have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. After, if you did not, you will not be able to be qualified for voting. Okay, so the theme of the meeting is patience and Ramadan, although the theme of the meeting should be Ramzan in Ramzan. Asghar Ramzan in Ramadan. So okay, it's perfectly fine. I've come up with the topics that are more like quite relevant to the theme, but let's see how the speaker will speak on those topics. I can see many Toastmasters. Okay, Talha, can you please help me out and identify who should I call to? Whom should I call to? Because I'm
Okay,
logging with the
we, we,
with the phone, so
we have DTM Abrar Wani, we have Toastmaster Umar Khayyam, Toastmaster Wajid, Toastmaster Javed Siddiqui. I think as a first round you can call these because they otherwise don't have speaking rules.
so let me
And
call
of
upon
course
Toastmaster.
our newest member Toastmaster Nematullah. So yeah.
Okay, Omar Khayyam, you said then. Could you please repeat it again? Sorry. Talha, can you
Remind
repeat?
Umar
Yeah,
Khayyam,
repeat. Mm-hmm.
Umar Khayyam, Abrar Wani, Javed Siddiqui, Toastmaster Wajid, and Toastmaster Nematullah.
Last one is
Toastmaster Nematullah.
very good. Thank you so much. Okay, Toastmaster Omar Khayyam, I would like to give you a topic. Can you? I hope you are with us, right? Toastmaster Omar, are you with us?
Yes, he is. And
He's
also
not
remind the
saying.
word of the day, please.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. So, Toastmaster Omar, the topic is for you. Traffic jam on the way to Maghreb, a test of patience. Traffic jam on the way to Maghreb, a test of patience. He's not audible to me.
Toastmaster Khayyam, we can't hear you, although you appear unmuted.
Okay, can I assign this topic to Abrar Wani?
Yes, I think so. Then you can come back later to Toastmaster.
Okay, Abrar, you heard the topic, so over to you.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I was just disconnected. You were about to speak.
Reconnect.
Okay, so the topic is for you. Traffic jam on the way to Maghrib, a test of patience. Traffic jam on the way to Maghrib, a test of patience. Over to you.
Thank you very much, my dear Toastmaster fellows and distinguished guests. The most talked about subject, patience, while we are running and hurrying towards iftar, dreaming to sit with family and enjoying the first very sweet taste of date. At the same moment, while we are imagining all those things in our mind, suddenly a rush of traffic and a lot of cars just stuck everywhere, hindering our way towards home. A time where people literally feel exasperated, angry, anguished because they are unable to reach home. And sometimes we just put our window down, put our head out, and say that, "Anna ho gaya, nazar nahi aandi, rasta dekhna aage." A typical Punjabi lines that, "Are you blind? Can you see that where you're heading towards?" My fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, there is no doubt that while we are exasperated at the time of iftar, trying ourselves hard to reach home and make our break our fast with our family and loved one, it is always a test of patience. Because at that time, definitely our sugar levels are low, blood pressure is also low, and the adrenaline is always rushing, that is causing our blood pressure to little bit going higher instantly and causing us to be anger and anguished. My fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, that is the moment, that is the time actually we need to experience and we need to practice that patience. We need to ourselves hold at that moment so that we could understand ourselves, the true identity, the true essence of the Ramadan that we are actually practicing. The one thing that you can carry yourself, be relaxed and just try to imagine everyone like you is also rushing towards home because they also want to reach as soon as possible and to break fast with their loved ones. If you will understand this, if you'll understand the reality of others, definitely patience would become an easy go for you. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Abrar. Now we are moving towards our second speaker, and he is Toastmaster Umar Khayyam. Umar Khayyam, are you with us?
Assalamu alaikum. Am I audible?
Yes, now you are perfectly audible. Okay, so your topic. When your Sehri alarm fails you twice. When your Sehri alarm fails you twice. Over to you.
Yeah, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. The topic, as I understood, is when the alarm goes twice, Sari alarm goes twice. So I will
No,
go
you
with
were not
fails.
able to. You were not able to wake up on the alarm, or it fails you, or you woke up
okay,
some other time.
fails you twice. Okay, I got it. Got it. Fails you twice. Um, when the Sari alarm fails you twice, it is the fault of your wife. It is the fault of your mobile, or it is the fault of person reminding you that he have not done this Sari. But why would it fail? If your settings are high and the alarm tone is cock-a-doodle-doo, rooster singing at the top of its voice, why would it fail? Even so, it fails, you can do without, and you can go on like a warrior towards the Maghrib prayer. You can always do the kuli and you can always ask for forgiveness, but life goes on. It should not be made something that I missed something. It should be made like if I am carrying on as is my job. Who amongst you, whose mobile amongst you fails you twice? The person who has a very cheap mobile, who has a very questionable spouse, who also misses the alarm twice. This is not possible. Your life is questionable. Please, DTM Imran, question it. Question it always. Over to you, Toastmaster, rather, table topic master.
Thank you so much. Although this situation just happened with me, so I wanted to check how would you respond you. Okay, can I ask Toastmaster Asghar a question? Table topic question.
He is the table topics evaluator, so perhaps you can call other people.
No. There's a special topic for him, so I wanted to give it. So, Toastmaster Asghar, you're next. Word of the day is hoi polloi, right? And the situation for you is Aftari, family, and in front of you, your mother-in-law. Aftari, family, in front of you, your mother-in-law. Over to you.
She, thank you very much. She was on Aftari invitation at my home last Friday, and I deliberately chose not to travel to Karachi. I'm right now in Quetta. Khuda ki kasam, it has been more than 10 years that I'm avoiding her under the various pretexts so that I cannot face her. I can't recall being in front of her during Aftari now. It has been more than a decade and a half. I have been avoiding her under the various pretext because I usually avoid Hawaii Pulaya people around me, and she included in the list. Even she is in the top of the list. One of the way to avoid her is very easy nowadays because I travel different cities, and it is not, it's a very small price to pay to travel 700 kilometer by car and leaving and missing your flight rather than being with her in the evening having your iftari. So that is how I avoid her, and I believe in this regard I'm very much successful. In future, I will continue to do it. I would like to spend my maghrib in my grave rather than being in front of her on Aftari Dastarkhan. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asghar. Okay, Talha, my next question is for you. Word of the day is hoi polloi, right?
Right.
Share an awkward moment when you got red-handed eating in Ramadan. Share an awkward moment when you caught red-handed eating in Ramadan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. It is a very difficult topic for me because I can't recall any such moment. Uh, yes, of course, a few years ago, it happened that during the time between Asr and Maghrib, the table was being laid out, and my sister had come to visit, and I just casually walked by and picked something up, picked a piece of fruit up from the spread, and put it in my mouth. My sister shouted, "What the hell are you doing? Are you stupid?" And at that point in time, I completely forgot it was Ramadan and I was supposed to be fasting. And I asked her, "What's wrong? What's wrong with eating a piece of fruit?" So, as it always happened, her tone was very loud, mine was louder, and it set off a very ugly fight between us. Because, of course, those of you who have siblings, and especially of you who have siblings with whom you fought in childhood, we all know that those fights continue to this day, and it escalated into something that had to be raised to my mother, and she listened to both sides, and then, of course, like always, concluded that it was my fault and my fault alone. My sister was the princess of good conscience and high ideals, and I was a boy polloi devil of the family, and that is why it was my duty to apologize to her. But the twist in the story, ladies and gentlemen, is that I really was at fault because, of course, when you're seeing someone eat who is supposed to be fasting, you would do your utmost to stop them right there and then. You adopt whatever tone of voice that is required. So I should have listened rather than just reacting like that. But that's the way life goes. So over to you, tabletop experts.
Thank you so much, Talha, for your speech.
Imran, Imran, I just wanted to add something because an important aspect came into the discussion. I have heard about Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's hadith, which says that if in the month of Ramadan you find somebody eating, it is a blessing given to him from Allah Ta'ala. Don't tell him you are under the fast. Let him eat because it is a blessing given to him by
Yes.
Allah Ta'ala. And this is what I have heard as a hadith. And in my family, it was so strongly persuaded and preached that even from our childhood, when somebody we find someone is eating, we would smile, but we let him eat. So just wanted to clarify one issue here because it was a hadith I wanted to tell to everybody.
Thank you so much. So I'm just messaging my sister right now that you were wrong that point. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so
TM Imran, can I have a go at the table topics?
yeah, sure. Okay, so your topic is uh, you prefer nap before aftari or after aftari? You prefer nap before aftari or after aftari? Word of the day is hoi polloi.
Okay. Hello, Toastmasters and guests. Uh, du- During the month of Ramzan, whether it's before Aftari or after Aftari, I'm always in the zone of sleeping. I'm always in the mode of sleeping because my energy is down. And so it doesn't matter if it's before Aftari or after Aftari. I'm usually sometimes I'm in the zone of sleeping, and I'm very sleepy during my rosas. And sometimes since I've recently, it's been 9 months I've started a job, so I've also been caught red-handed sleeping in my office by my seniors. And so whether by my seniors, and it has been a cause of embarrassment for me because I have this I don't know whether I have this sleep issues or sleep problem or not, because this problem is just even uh, apart from Ramzan, I have this sleeping issue. My sleeping pattern is very disturbed, and I've been caught red-handed again. Apart from Ramzan, I've been caught sleeping during the normal working days as well, and that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba. Okay, so can I call upon Toastmaster Wajid?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Toastmaster Wajid, your topic is, do you prefer Aftari at hotel or you prefer Aftari at home? Word of the day is
Okay.
hoi polloi. The stage is
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Imran Saab, and all distinguished members. I've been assigned whether I will prefer iftari at home or at hotels. So, iftari is Ramzan is blessing for everyone, and it gives a pleasure us to be with our family and friends. So yes, if done on iftari done on at home, it gives pleasure of having lots of pakoras and a variety of desi foods at home, and it brings joys and blessings to be with family. Yes, I prefer to iftari at home, but with the friends and office colleagues, we have to do at hotels. So yes, I prefer doing iftari at home as a whole employ people, and it gives the pleasure to bond with our family. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Wajid. Okay, now can I call upon Toastmaster Nehmatullah on stage? Toastmaster Nehmatullah, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so word of the day is hoi polloi, and the topic is for you: a survival story after having a great iftar food. A
Sir,
survival story after having a great iftar food.
today is my first day. I basically don't know about your rules and regulation. So inshallah, I will contribute next time.
The rules are
Okay,
quite
okay.
simple.
Go ahead, David Topics Master.
So the rules are quite simple. You have to speak on the topic for about 1 minute. And if you are not comfortable with the topic, you can tell us something that re- it may necessary to revolve on the topic, or it may not. So all
You
we
can
want you to speak. All we want you to speak.
just introduce yourself, Toastmaster name.
Or if you want, I can change the topic for you.
Okay, sir. Sir, my name is Nematullah. Uh, I live in Quetta, Balochistan. Uh, I graduated in mathematics. Um,
Can I
Okay.
ask Toastmaster Nehmatullah one thing? How do you do the iftari at your home? What is the style of iftari at your home? Your family gathers, or do you cook so many things, or small or simple? What is the iftari style at your home?
Sir, we all family member gather at home. Uh, so I, sir, really enjoy the iftari at home rather at hotel. Sir, the only thing I like in iftari, and that is a gathering with family member and waiting for the azan.
What is your most favorite thing in iftari? Food or fruit or pakode or jalebi or what?
Sir, chicken biryani.
Wow.
That's
Please,
wonderful.
please don't mention biryani at 4 o'clock. It's really.
Don't test our patience. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Nehmatullah. You were quite innocent and it was quite a beautiful speech. So, with that, I would request the timer if everyone qualified. Okay, can
Yes,
I ask the
everyone.
same question? Can I ask the question which I asked from Toastmaster Nehmatullah? Can I ask the same question from Wase Ahmed?
Can table topic master repeat the topic?
Okay, so the topic is a survival story of having the great iftar food. A survival story having a great iftar food, and word of the day is Moipullah.
What comes in our mind when we think about a survivor story? Someone who survived something. Unfortunately, something happened to me in month of Ramadan, and it wasn't funny. And it just happened after Ramadan. It just happened in Ramadan after iftar when I was coming back with my cousins just 2 years back, and I was sitting on the back seat, and he was riding the bike. It was 150, and we were traveling on the Mangopati road, and I was very sleepy because that in Ramadan we usually end up overeating. So I had lots of sharbat and samosas and pakoras, which were really out of limits, out of bounds, you could say. And I dozed off into a slumber. And the next thing I knew was that I was flying high in the sky because my cousin had crashed the bike into a into a what we could say a barricade or something that came in front of the road. And the next thing I knew was that I was flying high in the sky, and I rolled off. And you know when I came back, I realized that we had an accident, and we just had to rush to hospitals. I had to take it, and alhamdulillah, everything eventually became fine. But yes, it gave me a great lesson that never to overeat in your iftar. So at least you can warn your cousin to take a normal route and not to drive fast. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Wase Ahmed. This brings come to an end the table topic session. Can timer confirm if all the speakers qualified?
Yes, all the speakers are qualified. Please vote for two of your favorite speakers, okay, so that we have a result. And just give me a second. I'm floating the poll. Meanwhile, Toastmaster of the day, please take over the challenge.
Yeah,
So over to
thank you
you,
for
Toastmaster.
yeah, thank you for giving me the charge. Now we are in the third session. The third session is about evaluation. Evaluation will be led by journal evaluator. Today, our journal evaluation is Hiba Rais Khan.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters and guests, general evaluation is an important segment of any Toastmaster session. And GE is basically the third part of a Toastmasters meeting. And GE is divided into three parts. The first part will be the prepared speech evaluation. In which we will have the prepared speech evaluation. The second will be the table topic evaluation. And the third will be the report from the facilitators. So for the first part of the meeting, GE session, I'll be calling upon DTM Irfan Faruqi's evaluator, that is Toastmaster Wase Ahmed. Over to you. Toastmaster Wase, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, General Evaluator. Today, Toastmaster TTM Irfan Faruqi delivered his speech. The speech title was The Power of Small Moments. What I loved about your speech was that your speech was relatable. It had all the topics that a Toastmaster meeting has, or that is a past part of Toastmasters. Another thing which I liked was that today you just didn't give the speech, you lived that speech too, when you made sure that our newest member didn't feel like a hoi ploy in the meeting, in the table topic session. Coming to the strong parts of your speech, the strong part of your speech was that your speech had minimalistic use of slides. Even the slide you used had proper words. For example, respect, encouragement, and participation. It wasn't a very descriptive. You just gave words and then you described it yourself. And what you did was that you actually gave examples. So they worked better than any description could ever work. Another thing I liked was that there were clear pauses in your speech. Your sentences were deliberate, and when you shifted from one paragraph to another, we could feel it. So the content was very clear. Another thing which I liked about your speech was that the topics, the contents which you chose, for example, the icebreaker, standing ovation, or deliberately clapping for 2 minutes, it was so relatable to each of us that we somewhere went into nostalgia. Okay, did this thing happen to us? Or if this would have happened, how would we have reacted to it? So we were, although it was a long speech, but we were quite involved in it. What could have been improved? One thing which I felt a bit missing was the energy level. Although it's Ramzan and my energy level is down too, but I think that could have been improved. Another thing which could be improved was the conclusion. When you were saying those three questions, I think you should have ended there. This is from my side. Thank you.
Toastmaster Eva, are you there? Yeah.
So sorry. Okay, moving on. That is it for the prepared speech evaluation timer. Has the evaluator qualified timing wise?
Yes, by
Okay.
barely a second.
Okay. Moving on to the second part of the general evaluation. The second part consists of the table topic evaluation, and the table topic evaluator is Toastmaster Asghar Ramzan. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Our first speaker was Toastmaster DTM Ebrar. I mean, Ebrar, as I've always been with him, and I've heard him speaking more than one occasion. I think one of the best thing about him, he is so structured and logical while delivering his ideas. And today's his speech is no exception. The way he start from the salutation, create a scene where running the home towards the iftar, because she said the traffic jam before he was speaking about the traffic jam before iftar, going to the iftar, and the way he created the scenery running to the home suddenly struck, and the desire of meeting with the loved one on time during the iftar, and then the dialogue created in a local language to create a live scene, and then his advice, being patient during such time is the real test of our fasting. I think he is perfect in every way. Oh, Omar Khayyam was our second speaker. Omar Khayyam talked about the alarm fails you twice during the salary. He also repeated the topic, and he somehow implicitly, if not explicitly, uh, uh, held responsible wife and mobile phone for such any untoward incident due to the reason best known to him. But the interesting part is Toastmaster, table topic master also agreed with him uh, while saying that it was so related that it had happened to him few days ago. I think it somehow happened to everybody. The third speaker was Tala. Tala's awkward. Tala talked about the awkward moment of eating in Ramzan. Uh, Tala basically did not specify if he faced any movement, but then he described an event a few years ago when the table was laid down and the food was being put in front of him. He took something in his mouth. DTM Tala, it was totally relatable. It happens to almost every third person, but it is interesting to know from Irfan Farooqi that it's quite okay to do it. In a way, he was encouraging people like me to do it when there is a need, under the pretext of not being, remember that he or she is in fasting. Uh, Heba, Neb, before or after the iftar, Heba talked about the month of Ramzan and his nosiness throughout the month, everywhere, regarding any time after or before the eating. And she confessed of being caught of doing it in the office. Most of the time she was sleeping. Uh, One of the things I always like in her is that she speaks very good English with proper grammar. The only thing that she needs to revive is the way she structures her thought process. The logical order is something she needs to revive. Otherwise, I always found her speaking very good English with appropriate pronunciation and proper grammar. This is something I always really want myself to be. Unfortunately, I am not. Our third speaker was happened after Ramzan or before Ramzan. Um, okay, our third speaker was Nematullah. Nematullah said that it was his first day and he was almost refused to talk, but the way he talked from the end to finish, he was so confident. I like the way he expresses his
Khayyam,
ideas systematically
probably Umar Khayyam.
while responding to various questions, especially from Irfan Farooqi. He put everything in detail that he likes to eat with his family, and even he, excited all of us by mentioning the word biryani, and he was so confident. I don't know why he was hesitant to speak, but I'm grateful to TM Irfan Farooqi, and Nemat, I'm sure, is also grateful to him that he was the one who nudged him to speak, and he, interestingly, successful to do it. And Nematullah spoke almost as all allotted time. Nematullah, welcome to the club. I'm also speaking from Quetta. Sometime when you also uh, uh, happen to be in Quetta, I'm more than happy to meet you. Send me a lesson. We may attend the club meeting, at least some of the meeting together, so that we become used to it. And I think this is the end from my side. I have covered every speaker except Mariam, who unfortunately didn't speak. So I have nothing to say about
You have missed out me.
huh?
Yeah.
You have missed out me.
You? Yes. The yes, yes, you are here. You are here. You are here. Survival story?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Survival story, yes, yes. You are here. I'm very much. I can recall what you said. You especially described that overeating during the Ramzan, and you described the event being with your friend on a motorcycle after iftar, uh, being over, fed, and you faced a crush. I mean, your motorcycle, of course, crushed, and you faced an accident because of the on Mangopi Road. The only thing that you described the event quite appropriately. The only thing you need to revisit is I found you laughing throughout your speaking period. Yes, there are certain moments we cannot control, but even when we are humorous, we need to control ourselves in order to force other to laugh. This is how we tell the humorous events to him. I think this is the end from my side. All speakers were there.
Yes.
So thank you. Or to me as a table topic, the
No, over to
Toastmaster of the day. As the Toastmaster of the final thing that I want to say about Ramzan is the
Sir,
experience.
wait. You need to hand over to Hiba as general evaluator.
Oh, yes, yes. About to you, a journal evaluator, because I was acting as a table topic evaluator. Fault is lying with DTM Tala, who did not mention it on timely manner. So over to you, Eba.
Okay, now moving on to the third part of the general evaluation session. The third part consists of the role facilitators, report from the role facilitators. Uh, can I have the report of Romanian from DTM Tala, please?
Thank you so much. Today, first I will report on the word of the day. Word of the day was hoi polloi. And while it is a very unfamiliar word, I'm very glad to report that many speakers managed to use it. DTM Irfan Faruqi, especially using it during a prepared speech, indicates thinking on your feet. So that's admirable. Of course, Toastmaster Asgar always manages to use the word of the day, and so did he today. Toastmaster Vase also used it. Now, about the grammar usage, uh, I would start with the keynote speech. Some very good phrases were used. Discern, which means to notice, to actually feel something. Then success is not just about speeches or agenda, but club climate. Very well said. Uh, DTM Irfan also painted a very good, vivid picture before us about what happens in a club meeting. Although it does help that we are already in a club meeting, but still, his vivid imagery helped us imagine what a club meeting is like. Soundless clap, recognizing the courage it takes to speak and small gesture, glamorized in their own unique way, and okay. Uh, then during the table topics, one speaker used a very effective rhetoric device. They used three words to express the feelings of anger and frustration. They said exasperated, angry, and anguish. That was a very good use, and especially uh, quite impressive considering that it was a table topic. And then another speaker said, alarm tone is cock-a-doodle-doo. So how can you sleep through it? That was very funny and very witty as well. Go on like a warrior towards the Maghrib prayer. And then I would rather miss a flight and travel 700 kilometers than to have iftar with a certain someone. No prizes for guessing who said that, but it was a very creative piece of humor. Uh, During the evaluation, the evaluator said he didn't just give the speech but lived the speech. That was very poetic and very appropriate. A few errors. Someone said appreciate for that could have been appreciate that. one of the amazing sessions could have been one of the most amazing sessions. Dreaming to sit with family, dreaming could have been slightly better said as dreaming of sitting with family. One thing you should carry with yourself could have been one thing you should remember, and uh, be relaxed could have been just relax. So that brings my report to an end. Over to you, General Well.
Okay, and now it's time for the report from the timer. DTM Tala, would you do the honors?
Yes. So, as far as timing is concerned, everybody qualified. Uh, the reason we are behind schedule is only because we had a good and very comprehensive table topic session which managed to involve everyone who attended the meeting. So, but everyone spoke within their time.
Okay. Now it's time for my part of the evaluation. Overall, the meeting was short and punchy without any technical problems. Members should try to take roles regularly so that the VPE is not burdenized of pushing people to do roles in the end. And overall, everything was managed on time and appropriately. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Oh, thank you. About Ramzan, one thing which I liked most and described by one of my friend, he used two English idiom in one sentence when he described Ramzan, and he was trying to say that throughout the day we will go four corner of the city for our respective responsibilities to purchase our own businesses, but by Maghrib we are together in Iftari. The way he said it, that at the end of the day we all are in the same boat. I really liked that statement when he expressed it this evening. So this is the end from my side. Thank you very much being with me. I hope we did well today. Over to you, the president of the club.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, for the wonderful session. Everybody vote for the best role players, best big role players. And now I would like to give a special invitation to Toastmaster Mariam. Please take the stage. Let us know where have you been and what has been going on with your life. You just missed the table topic session by a few seconds. So if you can hear from you, Toastmaster Mariam.
Thank you so much, Tala Sahab. Actually, no, I was trying to log in when I log in, but suddenly I logged off. I don't know what was happening. So that is the reason I could not join. I listened a little bit of Mr. Irfan Farooq's speech, and then I don't know what happened. I logged off. Then I got busy with my work. So here I'm in Dubai, but here things are better now, and I'm enjoying my life. you know, my kids and all. So quite busy with that. I could not join the HTC meetings because of the hectic schedule right now. But hopefully I will definitely join, and I'm trying now. I was talking to my husband the other day that I've missed so many meetings, and every day I'm getting message from the teams, like, the group, that meeting is happening, this is happening, and I feel missed. I feel there's a lot that I have missed, and trust me that, and like attending meeting teaches you so much that I right now, and sometimes when I talk, my voice get vibrates, and I kind of miss that. Oh my God, I need to join Toastmasters again to get that confidence back. But yeah, I miss Toastmasters a lot. But I'm so busy, so hectic with with kids, with work and everything. I hardly get time. But I'll definitely join. I'll definitely plan out something. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mariam. It would be lovely to have you back. You have been one of our best speakers, even though it is very strange to see you speaking so calmly, because usually you are battling like your children and ton of other tasks simultaneously. And yet, whenever you speak in table topics, you manage to win it. So we would definitely love for you to be regular again with the club and listen to you again. I would also invite Toastmaster Nematullah please describe your first experience as a Toastmaster. And let me also tell you that yes, while you struggled to speak on the given topic, but when you were answering the questions, your language and your flow was very impressive for all of us. And of course, as Table Topics Master said, your innocence and your you spoke from the heart. So that is one of the key strengths of a Toastmaster. So please share your experience of your first meeting at the Toastmaster.
Sir, I find this meeting very impressive.
Okay.
सर मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
जी जी बिल्कुल आ रही, बीच में थोड़ी सी कट रही मगर आ रही है, आप बोलें.
Sir, I find this meeting very impressive, sir. Basically, I feel fear when I speaking in front of people. सर यहाँ पे मेरे नेटवर्क में सर थोड़ा मसला आ रहा है.
Right. Yes. 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 But again, thank you once again for being part of the community, and we welcome you with open heart, and we look forward to your icebreaker speech and your future involvement with Toastmasters. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Lady and gentlemen, this brings the meeting to an end, but not before I announce the results. So today, best speaker goes to DTM Irfan Faruqi, best evaluator Toastmaster Wasi Ahmed. Best favorite topics today, by one single vote, goes to Toastmaster Asghar. Congratulations. But you have to thank Toastmaster Imran Rana because he gave you such a spicy and juicy topic. And the best big four today goes to Toastmaster Imran Rana, the table topics master. So congratulations everyone, and see you all next week. Yes, inshallah we'll be seeing each other next Sunday, and after that there will be Eid. So everyone, thank you so much for your participation. I'm stopping.